Concession agreement signed for Norman Manley International Airport. 5 finalists selected in the Houses of Parliament design competition. And
this Heroes' Day, let us resolve as ordinary citizens to be brave and take the steps to our destiny of peace, prosperity, and progress.
You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Simone Wolfe. Last Monday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness revealed that a corporate governance and business model review of the National Water Commission, the NWC, had commenced. He said the entity was exploring new business models to transform its performance, including public-private partnerships or making the NWC a corporate entity.
The NWC's current business model, we realize, at times limits its ability to fulfill its own mission, leading to difficulties in raising capital or even meeting regulatory targets. And at the same time, the cost of water services is approaching unaffordable levels.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the 27th Annual Caribbean Water and Wastewater Association Conference and Exhibition in Montego Bay. He disclosed plans to reduce energy costs at some of the Water Commission's locations. One of those plans involves the installation of solar panels at the Mona Reservoir.
The NWC is coordinating with another agency that is within the Office of the Prime Minister, and that is the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, the PCJ, in figuring ways to introduce renewable energies in 20 of your production locations that will significantly reduce the electricity used.
By Tuesday, the Prime Minister was back in Kingston for the Conference of Executive Management, Heads of Mission and Consular Post held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. He revealed that the country was being considered for participation in the first cohort of nations to be measured in the World Bank Group's Human Capital Index. The index measures the degree of the health of children, teenagers and adults, as well as the quality of and access to education that can be received by those aged 18 and younger. Prime Minister Holness also disclosed that the Education Ministry would become part of the Program for International Student Assessment, PISA. The program evaluates educational systems and is part of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD.
It's absolutely important that the government redoubles its efforts from a policy perspective and from an implementation perspective to ensure that we're doing well in terms of measuring our human capital development.
The Prime Minister also shared that the Foreign Affairs Ministry was taking steps to address any negative global perception of crime in Jamaica. He said the enhanced security measures were part of that drive.
I believe that this is an opportunity to show that Jamaica as a civilization can give its security forces the authority and the power to use force within the context of the law and the respect for human rights, whilst at the same time having an impact on reducing crime.
On Wednesday, the Prime Minister witnessed the signing of a 25-year concession agreement for the operation of the Norman Manley International Airport, NMIA. Mexican company Grupo Aeroportuario del Pacifico, GAP, will be investing a minimum of $110 million in the airport's operations. Commercial closure of the deal is expected by December. Mr. Holness said while the Airports Authority of Jamaica still owned the NMIA, the partnership with GAP was needed to boost specialized management of the facility.
Allowing the competent skills to take over the asset, to manage the asset, and to take the risk unlocks a new world of opportunity for our airport. Now we can possibly take in more flights. Well, definitely you will have to take in more flights.
Wednesday also saw Mr. Holness attending the Jamaica Flour Mill's 50th anniversary rededication ceremony. He used the function and ensuing tour of the facility to call for more private sector-led investments into the economy.
The government of Jamaica is active in supporting the economic transformation of Jamaica. But for Jamaica to transform, businesses have to transform. I am serious about carrying through this to see to it that we have a parliament that all Jamaicans can be proud of.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness at the selection of the top 5 finalists in the Houses of Parliament design competition Wednesday. The architects, who are all locally based, each received $2 million. They will now refine their designs for the selection of the final awardees in February 2019. A total of 24 designs were submitted, and they are now on display at the exhibition room inside the Jamaica Conference Center until October 24.
Shelley Ann Fraser Price is truly a phenomenal woman who has made us proud. May this statue serve as an enduring inspiration for all Jamaicans, especially our girls.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he unveiled a statue of Olympian Shelley Ann Fraser Price. It's the latest to be erected in Statue Park at the stadium complex. Mr. Holness also urged the audience to pray for footballer Luton Shelton, who is battling ALS. And during his National Heroes Day message on Monday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness lauded the modern-day Jamaican heroes from all walks of life who display daily acts of heroism. He also commended the security forces for their work to rid the island of crime, at the same time calling on Jamaicans to join the fight.
As our forefathers found wise and effective ways of resisting oppression and brutality, which eventually led to our freedom, so it is that today, communities that are held hostage and oppressed by criminals must wisely play their part to resist and expose the criminal oppressors. It is the right thing to do.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.